Today we are going to be opening up this GXL GOTRAX electric scooter. Pretty excited. Family of electric vehicles. What's going on, everybody? So today we are going to be opening up this GXL GOTRAX folding electric scooter. So we previously got a scooter. It was not a electric. But now we got an electric version to try out. I got an electric bike that I'm going to review in another video. Let's check this out and see if these are worth it. It does weigh a little bit. It comes pretty much assembled except for the handlebars. The entire thing is made of metal, and it is pink, but it does come in black as well. This particular unit supports 220 pounds. Top speed on this one is 50 miles per hour. So what do you get? You get your GXL scooter, GXL console and handlebars, the GOTRAX approved charging adapter. We got an Allen key, some screws, and finally we've got this. Now let's put this together. This comes off, and then you're going to end up taking this off and using the screws to connect the handlebars. So at first I thought that the screws were missing, but then I realized that they gave you the Allen key so you can remove this and then put the screws in. Let's press down on the fender. All right, so you just got to pull it. Don't worry, you're not going to break it. You go straight up, and then this locks in place. Now I do like their folding mechanism. You simply press back, and then it goes down and goes. And then it locks in here. Again, you press down, up, just like that. And then you can use this with your foot as well. So quite easy, quite portable. Next, use the Allen wrench to loosen the screws here at the hook and detach them. Once you remove the hook and the screws, make sure you remove the plug inside at the top of the tiller. Grab your console. On the inside, you're going to notice that there are a couple of pins. These have to line up with the inside. It snugly comes into place. Once the console is attached, use the Allen wrench and attach the hook back onto the tiller with the two screws. So let's lift this up. And it stands upright quite normally. If your brake isn't connected, grab the line and pull this out. Pull the brake out, and you're going to notice there is a hole right there. You put this flat through, and then you feed this wire through the ridge, and the ridge right here as well. Now you close this up, and you may need to pull this to feed it through, and like that. That has to be it. And then that is going to make the brake work. These brakes are disc brakes with rotors. So when I press it, it does a great job stopping. Now I do have to let you know that these brakes are quite strong. There have been reports of people flying over the handlebars. So I would recommend just be careful. Don't just press it. Just really gently apply the brake, just like you would if this was a motorbike or a car. If you find that the brake is not performing, contact the customer service. I wouldn't suggest unscrewing any of the options here or anywhere else in the scooter until you speak to the manufacturer. So you have 8.5-inch dual pneumatic tires, heavy duty rubber. They absorb the impact because there's no suspension built in. Behind is the actual motor of this bike. It's a 36 volt, 250 watt motor, and the battery is located right in here. You could get to the battery if you really wanted to, although I don't recommend it. To fill the air, you remove the caps, and then you use the provided extension to connect to your pump. There is a hole here. This is for your locking pin. This is not a necessity. What you could do is you can insert it right here. You could screw it on and then lock it, and then that's going to ensure that worst case scenario, the thing is not going to fold on itself. The only way you can fold this down is by pressing this, and you can see now if I press it, this bolt is keeping it safe. To charge the scooter, take your provided RC adapter, plug it in the wall, and pull the flap right here on the console. Plug it in. The bike is fully charged when it's green. It's a specific charger. For example, I have an e-bike and that charger does not work with this particular model, even though it's the exact same company. To turn it on, press on this button, holding it for about a second. Now by default, it's a push start. Once you start going, you press the throttle, you're gonna go. If you reach past 10 miles per hour, you want to activate the second gear to get up to the next 5 miles per hour. To do that, you hold this, and then that's going to show 2. Now it's going to go that much faster. And if you want to switch down, you hold this, again, it goes to first gear. If you turn off the power, automatically it's going to reset down to first gear. To turn on the light projector in the front, you just press that 3 times, and then on it goes. To turn it off, you just hold it for about 3 seconds, and then the whole thing is going to power off. This is a push start scooter, meaning that in order to get it going, you do need to push it in order for the throttle to activate. It's kind of a safety feature. So if I press down on the throttle, you can see that nothing happens. But if I were to just gently glide, see now it works. Another great feature that I like about this specific model is that there is an auto cruise control. When you're riding this, you have to keep your thumb down on the throttle the whole time. You will get tired after a couple of minutes. So what I discovered is that when you're riding and when you hold this down for about 10 seconds, you let go, auto cruise control kicks in, and then you're going to maintain the same speed that you're going at.
We have our finger on the trigger. If I let go, we're running at 10 miles per hour right now. And we continue to run at 10.
Now the light here, I think it's just for people to see you on the road. Honestly, it does not project that much at night. So I think it's almost just kind of like a reflector. This does come in black as well as this matte pink. The only logo that we have is located right here in the front, and it's pretty cool. The second one is embedded into the rubber here, and it just says GOTRAX. Now GOTRAX has a line of other scooters for kids and adults as well as e-bikes, and they seem to be the highest rated on Amazon. Obviously that's why I bought it, for the safety and the quality. Well, I mean, this is a super sturdy piece of equipment. I mean, it's my first one, but I mean, I'm quite happy with it. Pretty sturdy. The only thing is this flaps, so if you go over bumps, this will just kind of rattle. Depending on where you live, this may or may not be the perfect way to commute. It does provide you with a 15 mile per hour top speed, and it covers a 12.5 mile distance. So it is foldable. It does fit in the backseat pretty much of any sedan. It does come in different colors. There's actually different models. I got this one for $299 Canadian. The company is really good about having coupons and sales quite often.